Hi, welcome back to Focal Point AFR Talk. Brian Fisher is my name. The program is Focal Point, the home of muscular Christianity on conservative talk radio. Great to have you in the conversation with us today. And by the way, American Family Studios' next cinematic release started filming today. The title of this movie is I Am Potential. This is a great story. It's a true story about a child who was born basically disabled, unable to extend his arms, his legs, and born blind. And it's a story of a father's love for his son and his desire to enable him to fulfill his potential, and a remarkable story of what God does in the life of this young man, the ability he developed to play the piano. A great story. His father dreamed that one day he would be on a football field in a major college football stadium, and that dream wound up being fulfilled, and that's what this movie is all about. So the production of I Am Potential is based on the story. You might have seen stories about Patrick Henry Hughes. He was born without eyes. Another prevented his joints from forming properly, and it's a story of how his father sacrificed for his son in order to enable him to realize his dreams. You can go to the Facebook page, I Am Potential Movie. You can get updates there, behind-the-scenes videos, and more. So that filming production starting today. Now, here's the main thing. And, Rob, let's have clip 13 and 14 ready to roll. I want to talk a little bit about immigration. We're going to be talking with Raymond Ibrahim at the quarter hour, just about 9 minutes from now, about the kind of persecution that Christians are experiencing in the Islamic world. And we're going to talk maybe in conjunction with him or maybe in the segment that follows about this hearing that's coming up on Wednesday. But we have talked to you, of course, a lot about immigration. And the Heritage Foundation today released its findings about the cost of immigration, what this Rubio amnesty bill would cost the American economy and would cost taxpayers. And by the way, both sides of the debate have agreed that this amnesty bill will legalize 33 million immigrants. I mean, even the left-leaning Center for American Progress says that this bill, this amnesty bill, will legalize 32.5 million migrants over the next 10 years. That's a liberal group. You know, their interest really is keeping the number as small as possible so it doesn't freak the American people out. So that's why the number 11, 12 million, I mean, to a lot of people, that sounds like, well, we can probably absorb that. We can probably manage that. And even these lefties are saying, no, it's going to be 32.5 million. Numbers USA, which is a conservative group, they want to restrict illegal immigration. They're estimating 33.5 million. Now, Jeff Sessions, who's done great work on this bill, says, no, you add up the additional inflow of 25 million short-term and long-term workers over the next decade, you're up to 57 million. So Jeff Sessions says, look, yeah, you got these low-skill immigrants coming in, but you got this chain migration thing going on. You've got these special exemptions for agriculture. This is going to be 57 million migrants coming into the United States over the next 10 years. And a lot of these are going to be low-skilled workers, and so they are going to bring the wages of American workers down. Now, here's what the Heritage Foundation has estimated the cost of this program is going to be. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a deal breaker. I don't care what you think about illegal aliens. I don't care what you think about giving legalization to the 11 million people in America that have broken our immigration laws and rewarding criminal behavior. I don't even care what you think about all of that. But if you listen to what the Heritage Foundation is projecting, this thing is a deal killer. Here are just some highlights. They've released their executive summary. Jim DeMint was talking about this on different programs this morning. And the point that Heritage makes is if you have a well-educated household, somebody with a college education, they are going to be net tax contributors. In other words, they're going to contribute more in tax revenue than they consume in taxpayer-funded services. For instance, they said 2010, the whole U.S. population, households with college-educated heads receive $24,879 in government benefits, and you ask yourself the same question I do, what in the world are they doing getting $25,000 in taxpayer-funded benefits? This makes absolutely no sense to me. This thing is totally a circus. These are people that can be financially self-reliant or not in a position to need government benefits, but there they are, $25,000. But they pay $54,000 in taxes. So the net fiscal surplus to the federal government is $29,250. They contribute in taxes $29,000 more than they consume in benefits. But other households are net tax consumers. The benefits that they receive exceed the benefits that they pay. That creates a fiscal deficit that has to be made up by other taxpayers or by government borrows. So the example that Heritage uses, 2010, the average household headed by a person without a high school degree, somebody who did not graduate high school, and remember that 50% of all illegal aliens have less than a high school degree. So we're talking here about the average illegal alien received $47,000 in government benefits and paid $11,000 in taxes. So they consumed almost $47,000 in benefits. They paid $11,000 in taxes. So the average fiscal deficit to the American economy and American taxpayers, $35,113. Now, half of unlawful immigrant households are headed by an individual with less than a high school degree. Another 25% of households have only a high school degree. So 75% of those that would come in under this amnesty program have at maximum a high school degree. That means they are going to be net tax consumers. Heritage goes on to say unlawful immigrant households receive significantly more welfare on average than U.S.-born households. In 2010, the average unlawful, this is the illegal alien household, this is the illegal alien household. Remember, President Obama, in his speech where Joe Wilson interrupted, and Jeff, let's go ahead and play that audio soundbite right now. President Obama saying, look, under our bill, no illegal aliens are going to get any taxpayer-funded benefits, and Joe Wilson interrupted him. Let's listen.
There are also those who claim that our reform efforts would ensure illegal immigrants. This, too, is false. The reforms I'm proposing would not apply to those who are here illegally.
That's Joe Wilson. You lie.
It's not true.
But he was telling the truth. This is what Heritage says. In 2010, the average illegal alien household, they use the term unlawful immigrant, trying to soften it, illegal alien household, received $25,000 in government benefits while paying $10,000 in taxes. So the average illegal alien right now creating a deficit of $14,387 per household. It'll only get worse as they become legalized, eligible for more benefits.